was going to say, I think it's important to focus in on the impact, because I'm going to slightly disagree with Mark if I may, because I think I get slightly tired of there are too many charities argument that people put out, because I think we wouldn't dream of saying there are too many businesses, or that we rely on that diversity of a sector to create the innovation and the change and the development that really meets social need. And I think the challenge for us is that often it's at the smaller end of the market and the smaller charities that aren't getting the resources they need to really capitalise on some of those inventions. And I think that point about the pie is growing, it is growing, but the money is going to the bigger charities. When you look at all the stuff in the NCVO almanac about how income is changing over time, you've got 90% of the charities are at the small end of the market and their income is going down. And you've got a tiny number of really massive charities whose income is going up. And there's got to be a way, and I think technology is potentially the solution here for addressing that competitive disadvantage that smaller charities have about reaching and promoting and raising awareness of their cause, in order to drive some of the resources towards that innovation that would create a healthier sector that builds on that diversity. And I think it's also a way of recognising that on the plates of spinning points, my job's always as chief executive of relatively small charities, spinning the plates and trying to fundraise alongside them. And I came into the funding community thinking I would have it made. You know, we're all sat in our ivory towers with massive resources. But funders are incredibly mindful about how their money gets spent and are often massively under-resourced themselves. It would surprise you. I thought I was going to walk into places with massive policy teams and people who are giving a huge amount of thought to where their money was going to go, but they are working, as those stats I think from Ed show, under a huge amount of pressure as well, and don't necessarily want to spend a load of money on themselves that could go to the front line. And we do have to get some of those balances better than they are, but I don't think some of the solutions are slightly more complex than we perhaps think they are on face value.